I soar Lipchin Knipchin. Welcome to the Social Distancing Social Club. I'm Ben Gleep. It's great to be with you. We are doing a very special episode today, where we're coming to you live from multiple places, constantly changing. The background changes, the rules change, nothing stays the same. It's all in constant flux. And that's the perfect time to introduce the man who's the anchor, the man who keeps us sane. It's the second leg of the four-legged tripod that makes up the quarantine. You know him as Pittsburgh's own Steve Hofstetter.
Hello, everybody. Hello. Ben, please be careful. Holy shit. Welcome to the show. If you want to support us, please do so. Top right of the screen is our Venmo. You can PayPal at sdscshow.com. Of course, Super Chat on the YouTube. Throw in those Facebook stars. Do all of that stuff. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Mr. Chris Bowers. Everybody, bow wow.
Hey, what's up? How about I just do this angle? Is that a better angle, Ben? I can't drive in a car or anything, but I can move my camera a little bit. How's that look?
Hell yeah.
No?
It's a great angle. It's a great angle, dude.
Where are you coming from, Ben? Another COVID test?
I just had another COVID test for the production, and hopefully I passed. And then I'm heading to the studio now.
Good. You know what?
Right.
I'm coming to you from Reno. How about that? Here, I'm in Reno.
Somebody call 911.
Oh, I thought you were at a bachelor party, Steve. That's hilarious.
No, but I'm hungry. Anyway.
Rachel's here. How you doing, Queen?
I'm pretending I'm driving. Think of an intro.
Driving.
What was
Nice.
that dancing for? Just for fun?
I was pretending to drive, like vroom, vroom.
Oh.
Please don't look at me.
You're a very bad driver. Holy shit.
Yeah, don't look at any of us, Ben. That's
People are wildly uncomfortable right now in the chat.
Yep, same
Oh,
here.
fine.
Me too.
First of all, my car has self-driving features, so I'm totally safe. Can't get into an accident. And secondly, I'm barely looking at you guys. It's all good.
Yeah, yeah. I remember the self-driving of the 2008 Saturn. It was really good. So I think you're safe. Good.
Yeah, mine self-drove right into a ditch.
This is 2021, fellas. The shit's a little bit better at this point.
Oh, all right. Well, good. Well, good. Well, we hope you're all right.
Yeah,
we had
Ben,
a
don't
fun-
you have a joke about the self-driving features not always working?
I do have a joke about that, yes.
Okay, just check.
I have a friend, I'm not even kidding, 2 days ago, he was in self-driving mode, but I guess his foot was on the gas too, because he thought that, I don't know. And his car so just assumed that he was going to continue driving, and he was texting and he ran into somebody. Had a car accident in his Tesla self-driving car.
Yeah, well, he
Well,
was
I
literally
just wanted-
pressing the override button, which is the gas.
That's kind of, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And also, I don't mean to put this on you guys, but this is the kind of thing that can happen when you ban a man from eating on a show. So
Yeah, yeah. So he's like, I got to be doing something reckless. So what? I'll drive now since I can't eat.
Yeah, why
I get
pay
what you're doing.
attention?
Tell me you can't drive, I'll be tubing. This isn't good. Anyway, we had a
Suddenly
fun.
we're like, hey, no driving on the show, and then he's just rappelling down a skyscraper. We're like, come on, Ben.
No, then the front row takes over. They're all driving. We lose 4 points. This is a trend. We had a fun overnight game. The fun overnight game was make a book angrier by putting fucking into it. So just put the word fuck into a book title. So Jennifer Story had Chicken Soup for the Fucking Soul, which I thought made that book a little angrier. But my favorite was Smash had Yertle the Fucking Turtle. What's today's game, Steve?
I'm sorry, the who? Yertle the who?
All
right.
how do turtles fuck?
They go,
Yeah. Saw that video as well. That's hilarious.
Everybody, just right now, I got a walk-in delivery from a fan from Bunce.
oh.
So one of these, I haven't read completely the note yet, but I will. But we got the malt Scotch. This is how much I don't drink whiskey. Scotch malt whiskey, and then Chardonnay.
Oh, there you go. Nice.
Look
That's
at that.
amazing.
And here, if you don't want to read the note on the air, you can give it to Ben to read.
Oh, I got it. To Ben,
Also-
Rachel Bowers, Lady Taylor, and that shot putter guy. Life wouldn't be the same without you. For Rachel, it's the movie from the Bottle Shock. Nice. Ben and Bow Wow, Shackleton. It's a bit wilder than the Irish. Try a few sips, guys.
All right. I like it.
Thanks, Buns.
Nice.
Thank you,
Thank you,
Buns.
Buns.
Very cool.
That
Appreciate
sounds
that.
delicious, and the Chardonnay sounds good too, or as Gus would refer to it, Chardonnay.
All right, well, today's game is 4 words that are better than sex. So take any 4-word phrase that is better to you than sex would be, and that's how you play. So, for instance, I got the vaccine, or Ben had sex twice. That's better than once, right? Or my favorite 4 words, social distancing, social club. Anyway, take 4 words that are better than sex and comment on any of our streams. But if you want yours to count toward the prize at the end of the show, as well as having a much better chance of being read on air, what you do is comment with a tip, at least $5 of a Venmo, a PayPal, or a Super Chat. We always appreciate Venmos and PayPals the most. And we'll read those at the end. And of course, if you're in the front row, you get up to 3 entries for free.
Very cool. Speaking of front row, we have a new patron on the Patreon today, Randy Fosslin. Randy Fosslin is the Isolation Nation level, so thank you, Randy, for joining the Patreon. And I'm going to introduce the front row today since Ben is driving. We don't want anybody to get killed. So, Taylor, start throwing those people up, and we'll introduce the front row. I'm excited for today's show. Here we go. Camera's on, front row. Let's do this.
All right. Well, first in the front row, we have Ben. He's driving.
Hey, Shannon Burke's here. Shannon went blonde recently. We like that. A little Khaleesi going on with the hair. Don't kill anybody with dragons. All right. Cass
Bowers, you're a natural at this.
Sybil's is here. Cass Sybil's is here. How are you, Cass? I didn't
Nice name
that up.
pronunciation.
Yeah, see, Bill Thompson's here. He's ready to go. No headset today, but he can still hear. I like that. That's cool. He's in his corner, but it's not blue. It's brown. That's weird. Peter Amsel's here. What's up, buddy? Good to see you. I like the beard. That's a commitment to a beard. I'm impressed by it. Look like my brother. Emil Ronalds. Ronalds or Ronalds?
First timer.
Emily. Right. Emily. Neil spelled with an E. I'm sorry, Emily. My bad. Again, Ben, it is hard to do this. But first timer from the YouTube chat. Good to see Emily. Thanks so much. Like your coffee maker behind you. Ray Benjamin's here with those long, luscious locks. I love those. Nice job. Anna Hood is here from a garden of some kind where, you would hire a serial killer.
Look, Bowers just complimenting everybody. I love your long hair. Great
Yes.
beard.
Hey. Don't give me notes while I'm doing this, Dick. I'm just... Okay, give me a second. Cassie Nolan's here. Good to see you, Cass. Appreciate you being here. Together with grateful hearts. Aw, I love when we go to Target. That's a great sign. Wendy Swirlow's here. Wendy, how you doing? Good to see you. Random Rob. Rob, how you doing? Love those earphones with match the glasses. That's kind of cool. Big fan. Unless is that a filter? Wait, are you and Frank filtering me? Or are those real glasses? I can't tell. Frank Berman's here. Those are his Harry Potter glasses. I like those. Jennifer Story. Great overnight game one there, Jen. Nice to see you. How we doing? Yeah, I'm doing all right, right? Oh, cowboy hat. I love that hat. What are we laughing about? Is this how you're supposed to do it? Fucking, he's got a saber and a hat.
It's good.
It's
you're
different.
Just like, here's the person, here's their name, move on to the next one. It's great.
I enjoy watching you do it.
Here's
now.
Abby Wright. Abby Wright enjoys pulling things out of people's buttholes when she's not at work.
When she is at work.
Does it work? She doesn't enjoy it out of work. She has to do it at work. Sorry, I got is that better? Buster's here. Hey, Buzz, how are you? I like that turtle sweater. That looks cool. We should get that for Mitch McConnell. Then we wouldn't see his stupid neck.
Now he's getting it.
Thank you for the boots. I appreciate it. Jason Bollish is here, drinking water, making eggs somewhere, I'm sure. And finally, Leedy Corbin. She's ready to draw some stuff. And that is the video front row. I think I did a pretty good job, goddammit.
Yeah, I do enjoy that, like, normally that takes about 3 or 4 minutes, and Bowers was like, I can do it in 35 seconds. Let's go.
Like the Micro Machines guy. We got it. We did it. We also have 2 great comics. I'll do that too. Lori Palminteri's here. Lori, how are you doing?
Doing good.
Good. Are you in New York still?
Yes, I am in New York.
How's that going?
It's going okay. It's getting better by the day, I think, or I'm just getting more drunk. I don't know. Maybe both.
I love the sentiment. We also have Andrew Rivers is here. Andrew, how you doing? We broke the
Great.
cycle. Got you in a little early this time. We
There
didn't
he
wait.
is.
Oh my God, I can't believe it. I'm honored to not be on episode 500. So can't wait.
Yeah, you and Rob Ryan are having this hair growing contest that I'm really enjoying. I don't know who's gonna win, but you both look like you should be in the NHL. So I like it.
Well, I've already got the missing teeth, so I'm halfway there.
I think it's fun that Andrew was like, Seattle's getting a hockey team.
Well, comedy isn't working out, so got to try some other stuff, you know.
I think
By the way, I
Kyle's-
wanted to tell you guys I am home safe, so no longer need to worry. I'm fine. It was
Oh.
Bauer's introductions that shepherded me through my moment of weakness.
I actually think they did help because Ben's whole plan was to try to drive home before Bowers was finished introducing people, and he was like, "Fuck, let's go, let's go."
We just had a talk that we could introduce the rut row faster. I thought I did. That's what I was.
You did. It
what?
was.
The run through?
I thought it went well. God damn it! I thought it was fun. We said hi to everybody. Anyway,
I like that Bowers just pronounced front row the same way that Scooby Doo would.
Ruh-roh.
I say it that way.
I'm sorry, you did say runt row.
Row.
You're all runts in a row.
Welcome to Runt Row here at Social Distance Social Club.
Hey.
I thought I did a great job introducing the ruh-roh.
Rachel, anything coming in before we get too upset here?
We do. We had an overnight general. I love me some overnight generals. So we had Guillermo.
When they wake up, they're still in the tent. That's always fun.
You know, the Third Amendment says you don't have to. You don't never.
That's not what they meant by quarter, Steve, but okay.
So Guillermo said, overnight tip for the whole show, and shout out to Elizabeth from a fellow musicologist in the audience. There are dozens of us. Dozens.
Nice.
Yeah, and then we've got some game entries coming in already. So
All right. Well, I think we should just get to a set then. And we ready to do that?
Yeah, let's do it.
Coming up first, returning champion, Lori Palminteri. Everybody. Woo!
Thank you, guys. Thank you. It is good. It is good to be back here. Like Bauer said, I'm here in New York. Things are getting a little bit better. I think I haven't been doing that well. I'm kind of a paranoid person, and that's my family's fault 100%. Like growing up, my parents taught me how to escape the trunk of a car so many times. I can't believe it's never happened to me yet. Like if I'm walking down the street and there's a car slowing down next to me, I get a little bit excited. This is the moment I've been trained for. I can't wait to kick out those taillights. Like my parents will have me believe that people are actively trying to kill me. So I'm in the back of an Uber, I pull out strands of my hair, I bite off my fingernails, I chew on the headrest. I'm going to leave as much DNA behind as possible, make it really easy to bring my murder to justice. I like getting older though. I like it because I like learning the things about your family that you thought was normal that was totally weird. Right? Like in my house, we had something called house gloves. Right? We had outdoor gloves and indoor gloves because my parents dropped the heat at night. And I didn't know this wasn't a thing until I was like 14 and I showed up at a sleepover and I was like, don't worry, guys, I brought my own house gloves. Don't even worry about it. And they're like, what are you talking about? I was like, you're right. It is pretty warm in here. You guys rich? What's going on? Years later, I found out I was diagnosed with something called Raynaud's disease, which just means my body has a hard time circulating blood to my extremities. So my hands and my feet turn blue from the cold very easy. And when I learned this, I was like, oh, is this why you guys had all those house gloves? And my parents were like, no, pure coincidence. You have no idea why you have a 6-year-old Jewish woman disease. It makes no sense to us whatsoever. My mom was insanely afraid of spiders. Like it was kind of extra. Like she would scream bloody murder every time she saw a spider. And then one time there was a spider on the ceiling, and my dad went to kill it with a Swiffer, and it fell. And then my mom screamed bloody murder, and my dad yelled at her. He said, "Shut up! You're making it worse." So meanwhile, I was in the other room with some friends. So all they heard was some light banging, my mom scream, and then my dad go, "Shut up, you're making it worse."
God.
And they just looked at me wide-eyed, and I was like, sometimes she deserves it.
God.
I have a younger brother. He's just a couple years younger than me. To this day, he sprinkles on the toilet seat, which is gross, right? So every time I have to use the bathroom, I have to go in there and wipe it off with his toothbrush. But we're not a very openly affectionate family. My family, like we don't like really hug or tell each other nice things. But sometimes I crave that affection. So sometimes when I see my parents, I steal their cell phone and I text my phone, "I love you." I don't think I want to have kids myself at that age where everybody asks me. I don't think I want to. I'm just too tired all the time for no reason whatsoever. I'm exhausted. I saw a mom gather 3 kids from the playground. I went home and took a nap. She does it, I assume, in the diaper bag. Cocaine. Pablo Escobar amounts. If I did or I have kids though, I want triplets. I want triplets. I don't want to keep them. I'd want to separate all 3. Hear me out. I'd give them each a pendant. This way they have a lifelong mystery to solve.
Oh.
So just imagine 20 years in the future, 2 of them come up to me. They're like, "We figured it out. You're our mom. We're twins." And I'm like, "Almost." Get back out there. This mystery is unsolved. I think one of the reasons I don't have kids though is I want abs. That's a goal of mine. I like to have abs. And you can't have kids and abs, right? It takes so much time to have abs. As a matter of fact, if I see a parent who's shredded, I know they're a terrible parent. They are not spending any time with their children and spending all of their time on their ab workouts. I am looking forward to things. One of the things I'm looking forward to is going to movie theaters again. That's one of my favorite things to do. I like to go to movies by myself. I go sit in the handicap seats every single time. Because those are the best seats in the house. So one of my friends said to me, she said, "Well, Lori, what happens if a handicapped person comes in?" And I said, "Well, then I'll fight them. I'll win. I'm not handicapped." I got mad at this one time for bringing your baby to the movie theater. Baby made noises the entire time. So I said something to her. I said, "You really shouldn't bring your baby into the movie theater." And she said, "You don't understand how hard it is being a single mom." I said, "I do. That's why I left my baby in the car." It's all right, guys. I don't really have a baby. Social services took it. That's what happens. It's all right. She's gonna find her way back to me because she's got that pendant. All right, thank you guys. My name is Lori Palminteri.
Lori Palminteri, everybody. Lori Palminteri. Holy shit, that toothbrush joke is fucking fantastic. That is great. Tip jar is open. Top right of the screen is our Venmo. You can PayPal at sdscshow.com. Of course, Super Chat on the YouTube. And by the way, Lori, I absolutely relate to the thing about like not knowing what was weird at your house until you go to other people's houses.
Absolutely.
Like, I was in high school staying over at a friend's place, and it was cold, and he went to turn the thermostat up. And I said, "You can't turn that up past 65 degrees in the winter. You'll break it."
Our parents related.
Did they tell you guys in high school that they had to call central office in like the capital city of your state to turn the heat up in your high school? Is that just us? They told I can't. They would. Oh, we can't turn the heat up. You have to call central office in Indianapolis. Is a whole thing. That was like a whole deal.
They didn't use that excuse, but they definitely would just be like, "Oh no, it'll take 2 hours to kick on. By the time it's on, the school will be over. So what's the point?"
I love, Laura, your joke about getting out of the trunk. Have you seen the new cars what the trunk popper looks like that's inside the trunk? They have now inside the trunk a little pole. Have you seen it? It's hilarious. It's a lever. It glows in the dark. And in my car anyway, the picture is just a trunk open and then a dude running away. So it's like, listen, run your ass off. That's right. You
That
find
might
yourself
be
in the trunk and you
exclusive
wake up
feature
and it
to
glows in the
Bauer's
dark.
car.
What's that?
It might be an exclusive feature for just your car, I think.
Dealership saw me and just added it extra. They're like, this guy's trunk's gonna need one of these glow-in-the-dark popper. I get it, Andrew.
It is weird. Like there are in, I think it's the UK, where the exit signs have a picture of someone like really going for it. Like it looks like, hey, this is the exit in case you need to run for your fucking life. Like that's what it's like. Ah!
Yeah.
You can walk to the exit also.
Have you seen the Hulu documentary about the triplets? Didn't know they were triplets. It turns out there was a whole like thing. New York used to split these guys up and study them. It was
Yes.
I don't know if I see the Hulu documentary of it, but there are multiple cases like that. It's very strange.
These guys became like the kings of New York in the 70s. They were like 22. They were at college. This kid went to college, and his brother had been to college the year before and had dropped out. So he showed up at the same SUNY college and they were like, "Oh my God, you're back!" And everybody hugged him. And he was like, "What the fuck is happening?" And then they're like, "You got to call this guy." And they found out they were twins, and then later they figured out they were triplets. It was fucking crazy. So that's fucking dead on. That's hilarious. I love the pendants and you've got work to do. Is so fucking...
Yeah, what you could do also is I recommend tattoos that says like 1 of 3.
It's like the pig, Steve. 1, 2, and 4.
Go 1 of 4.
Tattoos that say 1, 2, and 4, Lori. That's
and
all right.
they spend their whole life looking for number 3.
Rach, let's get to some tips. What we got coming?
All righty. So we had Savannah Martin tip $15.43 for Lori.
Oh, thank you.
Tam, $5. I can relate to childhood training for things that just haven't come up as an adult. I'll help you live out your dream of breaking out of a trunk if you'll help me find some quicksand to escape.
Deal.
Kim Stewart sent you $10 and said you're hilarious. Frankie Berman, $5. Great set. At least your parents didn't own OJ gloves.
Oh, very good.
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
I was going to say Ray Benjamin sent $5 for the pendant fund, and then Technics to Canadian. Your paternal pendant penchant polls positively.
Nice.
Good job reading that alliteration.
Thank you so much. What were you saying, Steve?
I was saying, did anyone else have stuff like they thought was normal that they found out was absolutely not normal growing up? Like
My dad said condoms were the devil.
a lot of guys say that, but it's not.
Father said that, though.
When I was real little, my dad used to use the garage door opener to turn the red lights green, but I didn't know it was because he was watching the yellow light from the other side of the light. I was 5, and I didn't know that was what was going on, and he would like click it right when it turned green. And I thought he had a garage door opener that turned lights green.
Did you ever wonder why he didn't do it sooner sometimes? Dad, we've been waiting this light for 5 minutes. What the fuck? All right, fine.
Oh, I literally would go, "What did you put?" And he would literally say, "No, you got to wait for the right time. It doesn't work all the time. It only works right when." And so, like, he would also bet us what time we were going to be home, and he would always be on the minute. We would get home at the right exact minute, but I didn't realize he was just driving around the neighborhood till he knew he could time it right. So he would like take an extra lap around the block,
Changing the clock in the car.
We were 9. I didn't know what the hell was going on. I just thought my dad was magic. I didn't know what was happening.
Be like, he's magic. Although this block does look familiar.
Like he lived in Canada, so he would drive us home from Canada when we go visit him, and he would be able, when we left Canada, he'd be like, "We're going to be home at 235, and motherfucker would hit 235 every time, but he would drive slower or faster or go around the block once. He would just make sure he hit it because he was in charge of driving. I didn't realize that when I was 8.
That you can make those decisions on your
Yeah,
own.
you could go faster or slow. It's like when you're doing a set. Sometimes you talk faster to get something in. Sometimes you talk a little slower to pace the joke out to fill your time. No, never.
Yeah.
Pips.
Especially when you've got a bet going with your dad. So
When the club says do 45 minutes, you guys never fucking.
yeah, I like the idea. The club says 45 minutes. You're like, well, I got 38, so let's...
I'm just saying, there's times where you get to the end of your set and you're like, oh shit, I have 90 seconds left. I got to pick a joke, one joke to finish the time, and sometimes you pick one that's shorter and you milk it a little, right? No?
Yeah, no, I know what you're saying. It's still fun to make fun of.
Oh, okay. Cool. Ben's never milked anything. He's always right on time. Doesn't
We
matter.
can't hear you, Ben. I don't know what you're doing. No.
Ben's on a whole different show. Ben's doing a different.
Is he on the show?
He's doing Glebe off the top right now with a different audience.
Ben, I don't know if you're using your computer keyboard, but it looks a little bit like you're playing like an electric keyboard right now. Yeah.
You're like the keyboard player in Journey, where we don't see stuff. Oh, there it is.
By the way, if he can't hear us, that's magic.
He's on the
All
one.
right, let's see. Lori, so Patrick Yoakley tipped you $1, and then he tipped you $2, and then $4 more and said, I can find $1, $2, and $4, but I can't find $3.
Nice.
Nice.
We also had AB tip, I think that's Angela, tip each comic $10 and said, also, believe it or not a lot of people don't know that there's an emergency latch that partially glows in the dark in most
Oh,
trunks.
very
Good set, and
good.
thanks for the paranoia.
Well,
I guess none of the rest of you have ever been drunk in your trunk.
This is why I've never actually been kidnapped, as people know. It's easy to get out now.
I like that Bowers is like, yeah, I got a little drunk in my trunk. Be like, is that the phrase?
Okay, full disclosure, one time I was drunk. I couldn't afford a hotel room, so I slept in my trunk in a hotel because I didn't want to
Is
sleep
that
in the
true?
car because I thought they would catch me and I'd be in trouble. I was super drunk and I was really paranoid, so I just slept in the trunk. The next morning, I pulled on the lever and got out. It was nice.
How big is your trunk?
It's a full-size spare, so my stomach works. So
Okay.
that's the hard part of getting. Once you get your stomach in and out, then it's easy.
Once you get the spare tire in.
Oh, I took the spare tire out to get my spare tire in.
Speaking of shoving things up buttholes.
I didn't mean to tell that part of the story. Did I mention that part?
No, I just knew.
I was leaving that part out. I didn't know I'd said it.
Are you guys able to hear me now?
Oh,
There we go.
Oh.
And then spent all
You
show
can't, Ben.
doing sound check.
No,
Just
Ben.
in time, I wanted to say, obviously, if Bowers was ever a children's author, his book would be called Drunk in My Trunk, 100%.
Bam, already
Everybody
banned.
drunks in the trunk.
Worth
Yeah, by the way,
Ben.
the
Worth
Dr.
wait.
Seuss estate just announced that they will stop publishing Drunk in My Trunk.
Yeah.
Let's see. We also had Dana tip Lori $5 and said thanks. And she also said, my parents dropped us off at church. They didn't go in unless my mom was singing.
Wait, their mom was singing at church, or like she was singing in the car and the father was like, fuck this, I'm going in. I don't want to hear this.
Or did your parents ever pretend to leave you places if you were being bad or unruly?
They would threaten it, but they never did.
Okay, because my mom would like leave us at the children's home, which I think was just an old farmhouse, and would drive away further and further as we got older until we like would think she'd come pick us up.
That doesn't sound like pretending.
Like she would like look, or she could see us, but we would like wait till we got nervous, and then she'd come pick us up.
Right.
Teach us our lesson.
Jesus.
Did you ever learn your lesson? Or did you get
No,
told
not
to?
yet. I haven't learned it yet, but she
Yeah.
was trying. She tried for a real long time to get me to learn my lesson. I never did. So
That's
she-
actually how Bowers moved to LA. His mother just dropped him off there and started teaching classes. Yeah, I think we all had had stuff like that. There were definitely like some dishes my mother would cook that like I found out was just, oh, that's just how she gets rid of extra ingredients. This isn't a real thing.
Oh, like Wendy's chili.
Yes.
Wendy's chili is just all the shit from the day before they didn't sell. They grind up and put in chili. It's pretty good.
Yeah, just be like, wow, looks like they had extra milkshake. That's weird.
Called a Frosty, Dick. We're at Wendy's.
sorry. Like, oh, looks like they only had
God
leftover
damn it! You called a
Frosties and
Frosty a
salad.
milkshake? You fucking heathen. Jesus.
Can somebody explain with the Frosty, why do they give you a straw? It's physically impossible to get any of it through that straw. You're sitting there like...
That's actually how you work off some of the calories that a Frosty gives you.
Yeah, I just hurt my jaw doing that right now. Fuck.
Joey Chestnut actually sucked 32 Frosties through a straw. Are we caught up, Rach?
No, so let's see. We also had Curtis Mason said, don't give me notes while I'm doing this, Dick. Bowers. Also what he says during sex.
Actually, during sex, I want notes. During sex, you were free to give me as many notes as you can. That's gonna
During
help.
sex is like, hey, you're talking to everybody a little too fast.
Don't give me
You're never
notes.
gonna make it to everyone at this speed, Bowers. You're never gonna make it to everyone at this speed.
Bauer's girlfriend is like, stretch.
Also, don't give me notes while
That wasn't
I'm
an orgasm. I sneezed, you dick. Do not stop.
Don't give me notes while I'm doing this, Dick. Sounds like you're getting notes from your dick, which I could see happening.
Good Lord.
My dick is the problem. He's the one getting the intervention. Anyway.
His dick is also going, stretch.
My dick's going, this is all I got, man.
This is it.
He's breaking apart, Captain.
Meanwhile, the red light's been flashing for 60 seconds. All right.
And are you
Ben's taking a
selfie?
picture to
Yeah.
prove he has friends.
This is just so, it's the coolest way to do the show. I'm probably gonna do it like this every day from now on. This is amazing. I see the program output in the middle, and I see everybody on the sides. This is
Can we see
magical.
what you're seeing? Do you have a
Sure,
cam?
you can spotlight this backstage camera, Taylor, if you'd like.
Oh,
Sure,
no,
it
it is.
started.
Nowhere
It's
comedy.
live right there.
I
It's
see it.
nowhere. It's nowhere.
Nowhere comedy.
Club. Right there.
Hey, that's pretty cool.
But now that happened, then it fucked up the front view because I was hoping you would multi-spotlight, but in the middle normally I'm seeing you guys in the middle of that. Now it's just very confusing.
I kind of like that the show is an abyss. I like that the show is a never-ending abyss of
Hey,
of people. Yeah, it's like when you get a haircut and they show you the back and there's just a million U's.
That's never happened to me. Are you're getting a haircut in some kind of a weird funhouse situation?
No, I'm getting a haircut in front of a mirror, and then they use a separate mirror to show me the back. And if you look into the mirror, you can see the reflection back and forth. That's
Max Headroom cuts his hair, Ben. It's fine. It's not a.
It's, well, I'm at Max's place right now.
Yeah, exactly. The Jewish space lasers. Anyway, are we caught up, Queen?
Let me get, let's see, we had one other thing. Tam Brown said, General Bowers, for well over 2 years, I had my niece convinced that she could use the force to change the volume on the car radio. I had a control on the steering wheels she couldn't see, so it only worked with stoplights for some reason.
The kids are stupid.
Very funny.
Are we caught up?
Yeah,
we're
you
caught up.
wonder why children don't respect their elders.
Oh, dude, I think I've said this a million times, but I have a total theory that the reason teenagers are such dicks is Santa. Because right about that time you're about to be a teenager when you realize your parents have lied to you about fucking everything your whole life, and then they wonder why they distrust us. That's what it is. We lied to them
And
about
that
carrots.
is why Jewish teenagers are very respectful.
Yeah. And you had the Easter Bunny, right? Oh wait, no.
No.
What about the tooth? Is there a Jewish tooth fairy?
No, the thing about being Jewish as a kid, Bowers, is we're told the harsh truth from the beginning.
That's
know
why they're dicks from the age of 3.
how shitty the world is immediately. Because we turn 3 and they sit us down and they go, everyone's trying to kill you. And we're like, ah!
Look, I've been saying that for a long time, Bowers. I agree with you. It's ridiculous that we lie to our children. We expect them to trust their parents, and we just literally make up fairy tales and get angry if they don't believe it. We're like, no, I swear to God, it's true. But it also makes perfect sense to me that Bowers didn't find out Santa wasn't real until he was 13 years old.
Also, by the way, Ben,
was
it
like
is funny
fine.
that
It was-
that in your thing where they want you to believe in fairy tales, they swear to God. That's especially fun.
True that. Also, we're only taught really to believe in these mythical creatures as long as they give us stuff, money or consumer goods. Santa and the Tooth Fairy, those are the ones that believe in this magical thing that gives you shit. The only magic we're taught from early is if it also comes with some kind of financial trade.
No. Hanukkah Harry actually sits you down and gives you a job performance review. Like, here's the
That was a great
quarterly
sketch.
report. It does not look good, Steve. I'll be honest. It does not look good.
That old sketch was so good. John Lovitz playing Hanukkah Harry.
Yeah.
Don't leave this milk on the mantle, it'll curdle.
Is that where your love of spreadsheets came from, Steve? Was this an early Hanukkah? Harry?
I was calculating all the ways everyone was trying to kill us. So it was...
As a young boy, Steve would peel back the sheets on his bed, spread them apart, and be like, I could do something with this. Data of some kind of a data analysis thing.
For real though, like my mother.
People
taught
say, call me daddy. Steve says, call me data.
real.
And by the time Ben was 21, he hadn't spread the sheets yet, so his mom paid for hotel.
No, my story doesn't matter anymore.
For the record, I think I paid for the hotel. She just made the reservation.
That might be worse.
That actually speaks more to you. I thought you were broke. Turns out you had such poor time management as a 21-year-old. You couldn't schedule a time to get laid. Jesus Christ.
Real quick, Steve, that background, Wendy Peter said, is the background, it's school picture day. So can we all?
Yeah.
Ben's never a pregnancy scare because he's the one that's late. Anyway.
Howard, you didn't do the fucking pose. You just want to.
Or it could
Right.
be 1980s trying to smile school picture day where you end up being like,
Yeah.
Oh no, Steve broke the camera with his smile.
My favorite is when you had this guy and then you had this guy in the corner.
I remember that guy.
yeah, the
You had the side guy. You never had the side guy in the corner.
side guys, but also fraternity composites. If you've ever seen a fraternity composite, it is a whole bunch of guys in suits smiling, and there's always one fucking idiot who showed up in a t-shirt that day because he forgot that's what it was.
Not to interrupt, but before the pandemic, that was actually one of my side gigs as a photographer, composites, and my favorite was the guy who only came in a tie and was like, "Can we put my gerbil in the photo?" And I said, "Why not?"
Of course we can. Why wouldn't we? Put
And
the
you
gerbil
said,
in the
yes,
corner?
I'll ruin this for everyone else.
You'll what it?
Ruin. Shut up.
By the way, do you know the best way to mute a gerbil, right?
Oh God.
Oh my God, next comic.
I can't follow
Oh,
that.
you give it a carrot, Rachel. What are you thinking you do to a gerbil? Jesus.
That's right.
Take it.
Gross. Are we
Munch
caught
on
up?
it.
Are we ready?
We're caught up.
Yes.
All right. You know, usually we only have this guy every 100 episodes or so, but I was thinking we needed him a little earlier this time. So you know what? Here he is, Andrew Rivers, everybody. Woo!
Oh my gosh, thank you so much. Well, it's great to be here. I just went through a breakup recently, but it's okay. I'm going to get her back with these jokes. It was a real surprise breakup. I didn't see it coming. I was always trying to keep things spicy in the bedroom. So we always played a game that was her favorite. It's called Sexy Librarian, which is where I'm not allowed to talk and she reads a book instead. Now, I never got to be librarian. Let's switch it up. But we had a lot of communication issues. I realized she was always trying to hint things to me during the relationship, but I'm an idiot. She was like, one morning, she was like, I had a dream last night that you started working out and you got super ripped. It was so sexy. I'm like, oh, I had a dream that you accepted me for who I was, but that's been a tough year to date because of coronavirus, because I haven't had it yet. At least I don't think so. I think I'm the only one who still thinks that. Everyone I talk to is like, yeah, I had it back in 2012. Shit was crazy. But I have friends like that. They're like, dude, maybe you had it and you just don't know. I'm like, I think I'm going to know, I can feel a winter storm coming in my right leg, but I'm going to be asymptomatic for the worst virus in 100 years. I've never been asymptomatic for anything. They say 50% of chlamydia cases are asymptomatic, but I've felt it every time. So that's not even the point. The point is my health insurance is through GoFundMe, so I'm not trying to find out, But a couple months ago, this girl came up to me after a show. She goes, I've already had COVID. I was like, that is a great pickup line. You got to keep using that. And we went to a bar. We had a couple drinks and we hit it off. And we started making out, but then I got nervous in the middle of making out with her because I was like, I know she doesn't have it, but what if it's just like on her, right? She's just collecting loose COVID. Because if she's got the antibodies, she's probably, raw dogging without her mask all the time. And or maybe she's got leftovers. Either way, now I'm over here like, yeah, spit in my mouth. That's so hot. I really regret that. But I don't know. I was like, hey, it's probably all over. You should take your clothes off for safety. It's probably all over. But she was too smart for that, thankfully. It's been an interesting couple years for social change. Has made me reevaluate some of my relationships with women. I was reading a Playboy for the articles, and there was an article that said modern consent is where someone is as enthusiastic about having sex with you as you are with them. I was like, I don't think I've ever had consensual sex. I'm so glad you guys laughed at that joke. It's every time. Just hope this one lands. But I'm not saying no one wants to fuck me. I'm doing most of the convincing, which maybe that's natural. That's part of the habitats, or that's probably the wrong word for sure. But this article made it sound like sex is like launching a nuclear missile, where I'm like, I have a key and you have a key. We both turn it and then phone the president, confirm the launch codes. I got my half of the KFC recipe. You keep yours in a secure location. I don't know. I think women, I wish women would make more first moves. I think that'd be a solution. Just take the guesswork out of it. Because the first kiss is awkward. If that goes wrong, it's like, hey, we still got 3 hours left on this whale watching trip, so we better get along with each other. But I just don't have like first kiss confidence, like some guys just know. They're like, the moon is reflecting on the pond as the swan floats by. It's the perfect moment, I'll never have that. Like, I could be in the middle of making out with a girl. I'll be like, are you sure about this? Like, look, if my friends put you up to this, you can leave. That's totally, no, I'll make sure you get paid still. Don't worry about it.
Oh my God.
But sometimes consent is too enthusiastic, and that scares me off. Also, I was texting a girl and I invited her over. She goes, as long as you're not going to murder me. I was like, I'm not going to murder you, but I'll choke you if you ask. And she goes, shouldn't even have to ask. I was like, no, I think you should have to ask. I think that's I can't just choke you and hope you like it. I appreciate the enthusiasm, but that's a lot of red flags for me. Not enough. We still hooked up, but I was like, hey, 16 or 17 more red flags. I am out of here. All right, you better watch yourself. Hey, thank you guys very much. My name is Andrew Rivers.
Andrew Rivers, everybody. Andrew Rivers tip jar is open. Top right of the screen is our Venmo. You can PayPal at sdscshow.com, of course. Super chat on the YouTube. By the way, Andrew, I think the rudest thing about Sexy Librarian was that she was reading The Little Prince, which I think
yeah.
I was gonna go with that or 100 Years of Solitude. I wasn't sure which was better. Anyway, tip jar is open. Send in those tips for
It was not a pop-up book, that's for sure.
It was
Andrew, with
Harry
that
Potter
hair?
and the No Thank You.
Andrew, with that hair, I feel like you should change your name to Andre Riviera.
I love it.
Actually, I went to school with a kid whose name was Albert Rivers, and then partway through high school, he decided to be Alberto Riviero.
Really?
100% true. Yeah, because he was
damn.
Latino, and he was like, people don't believe me, so I'm just gonna change my name. I'm like, that.
Wow, this is how book smart Steve is. He even does the pre-research for my jokes.
In the spreadsheet, Ben.
By the way, Rach, I found the picture what I was talking about with the you get your picture and then your little faces on the side. So I don't know if you guys can see this, but that's
Oh, wow.
Oh my God.
And here's me and my friend Casey and Danny recreating that picture. If you wanted to see what that was.
Careful with the, don't scroll too far. We don't want to see any dick pics.
No,
or
I don't
anything.
send dick pics. I don't have the 11, so my camera
The
doesn't come up
zoom.
yet.
Yeah,
I don't
yeah,
have the zoom.
Need one of those
Like it's the
iPad
extra
larges that
camera.
Leedy has to possibly see that. By the
Even
way,
on
Steve's
Ben's
seduction-
screen, he's like, wait, I can't really.
Yeah, he's like, hold on.
That's how Bowers masturbates, just like this.
He hands me a condom. I hand her a magnifying glass. We got a system.
Meanwhile, Steve's seduction song is, I love it when you call me Big Data.
Yeah, I'm just like, here are all the best positions. Take a look at the spreadsheet. This is
Spreadsheet is a great position, actually.
He's gonna sum all the columns, if you know what I mean.
I'm just trying to index to a match here. All right.
We
R.
can
Kelly
tell
song?
that Steve Microsoft excels at sex.
If Steve wants to have a threesome, he just adds a row.
I
I
will
want to
say
know
these
you on
are
a
all
cellular level.
these are all very, very funny, extremely basic Excel references. Anyway, Rachel.
Wait, that's why we can have the greatest general audience, Steve. Don't make very specific Excel references that only fucking you would get. That's the point.
Next to a
Steve's
match got a
dream-
really hard laugh. It was just from one person.
Steve's dream comedy demographic is people with intense knowledge of deep Excel features.
To be honest, Ben, you're not wrong. That'd be a great audience for me. Need to find some conventions. By the way, these aren't lasers.
combine-
It's just an
every
odd
time-
angle of a spreadsheet.
Steve's on a date. Every time a woman merges 3 documents together, he comes. Anyway.
When Steve fucks a spreadsheet, he says, you really excel in the bedroom, baby.
Wasn't that the joke that Andrew just made?
I mean, I did that joke like 30 seconds earlier, but that's
Did
all
you
right.
just copy and paste that cell, Ben?
No, when
just
Steve
wanted to
goes to
show
bed, he
Andrew-
really no wait. Steve really excels in bed.
That's okay. I just wanted to show Andrew what the first joke of his set today was like for us, considering that was the same opening joke from our first 10 episodes of our show a year and a half ago.
Oh, I swear to God, I thought he was doing a set from the
thought you were
first
gonna do
set.
the
I'm like,
same
are you
set.
fucking with us doing the exact
know.
same set you did the first time, and then you changed in the middle? So I was happy.
Aw.
Oh, funny. I didn't know that.
Well,
I
I thought
forgot
it was
about
like I went and saw Third Eye Blind once, and they played their first album front to back, and it was awesome. So I thought maybe that's what you were doing. I was
Oh, you're like, we wish you would have done that set. That was way funnier than this one.
no, this is way better. This is way better.
Okay.
Either way, it's a big insult. Either the first one wasn't good or this one wasn't good. No one knows what to make of it.
I'd like to get funnier as time goes on, but you know.
We don't like a lot of stuff, Andrew.
Those jokes were 90% funnier, and somehow I'm a dick by saying that. Anyway, Rach, we got any tips?
I will say I asked the YouTube chat to send me some nerdy math jokes or more Excel stuff, and I really like Ron Gould. Well, there's a couple. Dizzy by Nature said, nobody has made jokes about Microsoft. Seems like a missed opportunity. And then Ron Gould says, pivot table, pivot table, pivot table. I'm summing. I really like that. So
I'm summing. It's great.
I'm giving him a free front row ticket because I really like that.
Nicely done.
I'm summing. Oh, I'm sorry. I summed all over your table.
Technique said, Steve really excels in bed. Am I doing this right?
By the way, happy Pie Day tomorrow, everybody.
I would have to say I same all over your table for it to make sense grammatically.
Also, please don't mention pie. I'm on a very extreme diet for the last 3 days and for the next 7 days, and I'm starving. I'm fucking starving. I'm on 1,200 calories a day. I haven't done this in about 2 years, and it sucks balls.
He's been dieting for almost 3.14 hours, so do not mention pie.
3.14 days. I've been on a 1,200 calorie diet, 1,300 calorie. And it's not easy.
When do you leave, Ben, to record?
I leave Monday morning. I tape starting Wednesday morning, and this is what I get to look forward to for lunch.
What is that? Nuts?
I don't know, nuts with like 4 cranberries in there for some kind of sweetness.
Well, the toughest part is that he's on a 1,400 a day or 1,200 a day calorie.
1,300.
1,300 a day calorie diet, and he just wakes up, eats a handful of M&Ms, and he's like, "Fuck."
You're not far off. Last night I only had 1,000 calories, so I could save room for 3 tequila shots. You're not wrong.
But you do have 900 calories, 4 tequila shots, and then you won't remember you're on the diet. So
strong idea.
You can find some Adderall that might help you. That makes you gets away your appetite and gives.
Yeah, but it makes it a lot harder to get an erection. So there's pros and cons, you know.
Yeah, but you're not going to need that. So
another good point.
Like it's like, you know, fucking running shoes are expensive, but I don't give a shit. Anyway.
All right,
I love you guys so much.
Right.
Let's get into some tips and get to this game. Let's roll this. Let's go.
Apparently our PayPal's not working, FYI, but Anna Hood tipped $25 through Venmo because she said PayPal wasn't working for Andrew. So thank you, Anna.
Thanks, Andrew.
And this was for last night too.
Oh, all right.
Pam, $5. Andre Rivera. Gran Conjunto. Great set according to Google Translate.
So we do have a Danny Alabama. Now we have an Andrew Riviera, or Andre Riviera. I love it. It's perfect. That's a great call, Ben.
Thank you very much.
Chrissy Jordan, $10 for Andrew. Always hilarious. Savannah Martin, $10.79. 30% less for you.
Oh.
Kim Stewart, $10. Great.
He's getting
job.
hate mail.
It's so cute. She thinks you're a man.
Abby Wright, $5. Wendy Peterson, $5. She said, I had COVID twice last year. I must have had it on your behalf.
Oh, thanks for taking one for the team. Is what I say to women who sleep with Steve.
I enjoyed that joke more than Steve did, looking at the facial expression.
I just enjoy the idea that Andrew talks to women.
My question is, are you dropping them off at his room, or are you picking them up after? Like, are you the free guy?
They get in the trunk, and it's a no contact delivery.
COVID is very
It's like
scary.
pizza. You just honk the horn, he comes out.
Yeah.
No, look,
I go, hey, there's a lever, it glows.
Put in the request, knock on the door, and leave. That's in the request, all right? Andrew, if you want those 5 stars, you have to. All right, let's move on.
Spicy.
Frankie Berman, $5. Dana, $5. Excellent health insurance. Here's $5 for half an aspirin.
By the way, I just checked the PayPal and it worked.
Oh, did it?
Yeah, I don't know what's going on.
Try sending $1,000 for Andrew and see if it goes through.
I think it's the link through Nowhere Time. That's
Oh yeah, the Nowhere Time link is broken. We're fixing that.
Okay, cool.
Try sending $1,000 to Andrew and see if it goes through. Is the opposite of how most of Andrew's sexual encounters end.
Yeah, usually they're saying request 1,000 from Andrew and then we'll get started.
Yeah.
Like $1,000 hookers, $25. Jesus Christ.
$25?
Look at him.
Bowers is from Indiana. All right, things cost less there. So.
Yeah. Well, in euros, it's actually.
Let's see. We also had Catherine Howard send $10 for each comic and tip the show and said, my day has been a drag until I got hit with all your mic drops.
By the way, I just realized it's got to be weird to pay for a prostitute in England where you pay in pounds.
Pay pounds to pound?
Yeah, like you'd be like, how many pounds was this?
You pay
like,
per
2.
pound?
You're like,
no, not how many. Yeah. Not how many strokes.
Yeah.
Or we can
By
workshop
the way,
it.
I'm staying away from that joke completely. Everything in my head. Not saying that. Not saying that either. Nice work.
Powers keeps 300 pounds on him at all times.
All I can come up with is it must be quite intimidating to bang Paula Poundstone. I don't know what it means either. I don't know what it means either.
You just heard the word pound? You're like pound, stone, pound,
pretty much.
words.
I kind of have a feeling sometimes this feels like Ben's doing his own show. Like each other, and then Ben will come out of nowhere with a pun he's been working on for 15 minutes from something we did 8 minutes. Like it's just they'd be like pound
That's the end of round 3. We'll be right back when idiot.
This is the idiot test, and
we are all failing. Rachel.
All right. So we had Kirk Hurlett say, because where else am I going to hear Excel sex jokes? Here, apparently. And right as
We
I said the
excel
word,
at those. Did I do it right? Is that okay?
as soon as I said sex, 6-year-old nephew like opens the door. I hear him yelling.
Oops.
They're telling on me. Cool. Oh no,
Talking about sex.
popping back in here.
Here's the funny thing: is it's also possible to do the show with headphones. You know what I mean?
That's why you should
She's the one
never
who
do
said it.
drugs. Don't ever do drugs. They're wrong.
By the way, if
Bowers can't
anybody
even
wants
say
to
that
tip
with a
hardly inappropriate things, now's the time. Right now.
By the way,
Ben,
Bowers,
headphones doesn't help what comes out of my mouth.
Well,
a
you're
very,
wearing the
very
headphones
strong
differently
point.
than Ben does.
Plus, I love it that Bowers, even when trying to say an anti-drug message when kids are around, it sounds incredibly not genuine and sarcastic. Don't do drugs; it's not great.
that was from a speech he gave to high schoolers a couple days ago, actually.
I've always wanted to do, like, if I was going to be done speaking at high schools, and I would never do this to any of my principals I know because they're all my friends, but I'd love to, like, find, like, a principal that was a dick and just go give the worst motivational speech ever till he tackled me. I think that'd be very fun. Like, at first, he pulled the wires out so he couldn't hear, but I'm like Forrest Gump, but I can fucking yell. You know, it's like, heroin's awesome! Fucking marijuana makes shit taste good. Your home ec teacher's a whore. Until someone tackled me.
Oh my god.
Bowers, did you go to my high school?
Did you fuck your home ec teacher? Is that what you're saying?
No.
People are sending me stuff.
Oh.
Right here. Little feet right there. What's said? Penis weenus.
Whispering makes it so much worse, by the way.
Yeah, whispering is not helping.
And we're back. It's the smart money round. $1,000.
All right, we got to finish Andrew's tips.
All right, let me finish. Techniques to Canadian rivers habitat was the right word because we laughed. Ray Benjamin, I hope you're able to overcome your enthusiasm deficit. Lily Dog sent $10 for each comic, so thank you so much. Steve Hofstetter sent a penny and said testing.
That actually costs us $3.
And we're caught up. We're ready for the game.
I have a
All
quick
right.
question before the game for Leedy. Leedy, are you going to play the harmonica? What's going on over there?
No, I am live streaming this. Say smile, Ben.
They smile? Smile?
They smile.
Smile.
Say hi, but then I thought I don't want Ben to talk anymore.
Say how but chow bow.
They smile.
I liked it better when Leedy just did drawings.
Okay, I'll go back to it. My mistake. My mistake.
So she's live streaming. I like it. Let's get to the game. What's the game? 4 words better than sex?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Forwards, but if you're in our front row,
Mhm.
raise your hands. 2 unpaid that I really like. Meg Begley had "You Won the Game," and then Marissa Francis, "Lockdown has been lifted." All right, so Jennifer Story, start us off.
Betty, I thought this one was really hard, and I think that a lot of people are doing sex wrong. So,
That was more than 4 words, by the way.
his hand on cheek,
Okay.
coffee hitting my soul,
Nice.
and making favorite comedian laugh.
Aw.
Aw,
Nice.
that's really cute. Berman.
So I have 3. I have Steve finally fucked himself.
Excuse me?
You think that's better than you having sex?
If
Okay.
you've ever seen Steve's technique, he's brilliant.
I have it all on
fingers
spreadsheet.
like that without being brilliant. Okay, anyway, go ahead.
I said the world banned Trump.
Nice.
Then Ben finally married Carmel.
Hear that?
Very, very sweet. Thankfully, I'm not house sitting with her at the moment, and I'll be going back tonight, and she's not watching the show right now. Let's pray.
Jason B.
The snow is gone.
Nice.
Pata had bacon sour cream. Those are Ukrainian pierogies. Best meal in the world. And time machine to 1987.
Is that when it all went wrong, Jay?
That's when it started to be when it could have been better. For sure.
Okay.
When he
Ray,
painted his
go
first
ahead.
egg.
Let me see. From somebody always has to set the low bar. So hugging a fuzzy kitty.
Okay.
You don't have chlamydia.
Andrew's listening.
And did a doodle.
What's that?
Leedy did a doodle.
Liddy did a doodle. All right.
Nice.
I just have 2. No more Republican Party.
Ooh.
Nice.
And men found the clit.
Abby.
I have 2. Student loans paid off
Nice.
and grandma's chocolate fudge cake.
Peter.
I have 3. Watching Donald Trump lose. I thought that was fun.
Nice.
Watching YouTube cat videos. It's good for some. And riff on Cass's. Watching the Republicans implode.
Wendy.
I have 3. That new car smell. Women will get this one. Shaved legs, clean sheets. My homemade orgasm cheesecake.
Cass. Oh, Cassie. I gave you a nickname. Apparently
There you
can't do that because we have another Cass.
I got I Believe in Science.
Nice.
Never Ending Taco Bar. And something I always want my husband to say to me is, I vacuum the stairs.
Wait, is that a euphemism for something?
No.
Wait,
Really annoying.
is never ending taco bar a euphemism for something?
My husband only gets the never ending taco bar or never ending taco bar if I vacuum the stairs.
Like everybody knows you gotta vacuum the stairs before the never ending taco bar. It's polite.
And then maybe you get to watch the Republican Party implode.
All right. Anyone else have game entries? Just wave at me. Lori, you'll go with the comics afterwards. Anna, go ahead.
Totally spaced on raising my hand. So I'm going to pay for an extra one. So I have Nordstrom anniversary sale starts.
Nice.
And STD panel is negative.
Wait, you mean like you got a negative test result, or there was a panel about STDs and they were really angry about it?
Which actually that's not an issue. What's most true for me?
Now our chlamydia speaker. God damn it.
I like the idea that there's a panel about it and like each one is one of the diseases.
Hi, I'm herpes. I never leave.
Like gonorrhea, we haven't
Or
heard from you in a
HPV.
while. Don't worry, I'll talk soon.
Sorry, and-
After the panel, everybody claps. Sorry.
That's when chlamydia walks. Everybody slow claps.
And then I have, Sweetie, you were right. And Trump family in jail.
Nice. Anyone else? Wave at me. Yep, Terry, go ahead.
Okay, I have. Hang on.
There we go. You're all right.
Can you hear me?
Yep, we got you.
Okay. I have 3. Having my breakfast delivered.
Nice.
My boss, you can leave early. And the final one, and most important, I still have gummies.
By the way, having my breakfast delivered also kind of sounds like a euphemism. A lot of these.
All right, these are the rest of the entries. Gus Walsh, cheese whiz hot dog.
By the way, I think these are going to be funnier if we think of all of them as sex positions. Let's just change them. Keep going.
Zara had cool side of pillow.
Yep.
Pep talk from Bowers. Zoom date with Queen. And her 4 favorite words to say to someone: sleep, I'm making breakfast.
Oh.
Nice. Let's see who else. LaBelle couldn't make the show today, but his game entry is Ben is at sound check. Gus Walsh, let's Chardonnay and hey. Let's see. Grimbeard. Seben not oct 9 Zen.
What?
I don't know. It's German. That's what he sent me. 4 words better than sex. Seben oct 9 Zen. I don't know what that means. Oh, who said that? Is that Aranka? Who said that?
Anna.
Anna. What does that?
What's it mean?
Anna, what does that mean?
7, 8, 9,
7,
10.
8, 9, 10.
Oh, good. I'm always scared when I hear other words, you know.
Oh, man.
I gotta be honest, I shut my camera off.
4 random words in German. We're not okay. Go ahead. Keep going.
That's fair. Gus Walsh, it's Leedy Doodle time.
Nice.
Adler, tis no such thing. A newlywed. Athletic, real bitch, there, massage. Frequent Australian French kissing. French
Oh.
kiss down under.
That is a euphemism for sure.
It'd be funny if that's the only one that wasn't.
Let's see. Hayden. Ben pronouncing civils correctly.
I mean, Rachel didn't even get it correct right there, so how could you blame me?
Got it right.
Oh, yeah, you got it right.
Hayden said Donald Trump losing re-election.
Nice.
I'm gonna stall it. Y'all ever had Nutella?
Wait, is that a euphemism?
Rachel reading tongue twisters. Kirk H. Donald banned from Twitter.
Nice.
Wendy Peterson. I am fully vaccinated.
Nice.
Amina. Farting after date leaves.
Wait, do you mean your date leaves, or do you mean after eating date leaves?
Amina. Taking a good shit.
Oh, God.
Amina. SDSC while ignoring responsibilities. LaBelle, pre-approved by Zara. Game after that Zoom date. Zara's Zoom recording history. And then Pam, euphemisms as game entries. Patrick, do I hear thunder? And those are all of them.
All right. Well, some
Nicely
good ones.
done.
I like No More Republican Party. Never Ending Taco Bar was great. Sweetie, you were right. Sleep, I'm Making Breakfast was great. Farting After the Date Leaves. But I got to go with Let's Chardonnay and Hey. That's what I'm going with. Andrew, what was your favorite?
I'm right there with you. Never Ending Taco Bar, but Chardonnay and Hay was it was top for me.
Cool. Lori.
I'm not sure. I've also like never Chardonnay and Hay. That's a good one.
Okay. Rach, what's your vote?
The Nutella had me, but yeah, it's very insidey, because I have the prop and I love Gus so much. Chardonnay and Hay.
All right, Ben.
Oof. Very good options. I really liked No More Republican Party, Chardonnay and Hay, but I give it to SDSC while ignoring responsibility.
I Never Ending Taco Bar for me was great, just because I feel like both ways of interpreting that are hilarious. But that means the winner is Chardonnay and Hay. Congratulations, Gus. You know how to claim your prize. Email us through our website. And
Very cool. Andrew, do you have any?
You're Not the Father. And I heckled Steve Hofstetter.
Nice. Where you got it?
As we both leave crying or whatever.
just like when he has sex.
That was the joke. Thanks.
Hey, Lori.
All right, I got two here. The first one is Zoom caught Bowers masturbating.
Oh, God.
And then the other one is finally escaped Bowers' trunk.
God damn it.
Those are good. Rach, you got any?
No, I don't.
Steve, Ben, how many you guys got?
I just have one.
I have 7.
Cool. Steve, do yours. Ben, bring us home.
All right. Mine is just these cells totaled correctly.
That's also a phrase Steve would love if he was a warden. I've got eating on the show. Private hot tub time. Steve checking his email. Steve Finger piano playing. World without sound check. LaBelle's fan becomes woman. And my last one. Wait, sex is real?
Great job, Ben. Now sing the song. Here we go.
It is Lady Doodle time. It's Lady Doodle time. It's weird singing the song when my head's 40 feet tall. Lady.
Perfect. All right. Well, first up, I have Andre Rivera.
You stole my premise. Prepare to die.
Also, someone commented on my live stream, I'm really proud of Andrew for really flaunting his kinks behind him, and I really enjoyed that. And I have the Hilton. Just a trunk. Then I have DJ Glebe. I've got the power. I've got the power. Beep. I have Mitch McConnell in an oversized turtleneck sweater.
I love
get a
the
big smile on
fantastical
his
world in which he smiles.
I just assumed he had just stolen from a poor person.
Yeah, he kicked an old woman and stole this from a poor person. Made me happy.
So
And I
he's
have
thrilled.
I brought my house gloves.
It looks like oven mitts.
Jordan, hey. I have Rachel at the beginning of the show. And then my very last one is, these cells are totaled correctly.
The eyebrow raise.
Excellent.
I'm sobbing. Art for my heroes and LadyCorbin.com, everybody.
Nice job. All right, we did it. Andrew, where do we find you online? Tell us where to follow you around live and otherwise.
Oh, sure. Just Andrew J. Rivers on whatever app you use, Facebook, YouTube, Adult Friend Finder. Check me out, man.
Nice. Thanks for being here. We'll see you next time, buddy. We'll get you back quick.
Appreciate it.
Lori, how do we find you?
Sure, you can go to my website, LoriPalminteri.com. I have a blog on there, a podcast about horror movies, and Twitter at Lori Palminteri. Thank you, guys.
Very cool. Thanks for being here. We'll see you next time. As for me, you can find me, as always, at Bowers Comedy. This Wednesday, we have Ben Glebe, hopefully on Origin Stories. We'll know tomorrow or Monday for sure. If not, we'll find a fun replacement, but I think it's going to be Ben. So, nowherecomedyclub.com for tickets. Ben, what you got coming up?
Tonight we have a very special Greg and Glebe It's a G Thing improv games audience interaction. We take your questions. We've got a post-show VIP meet and greet. We have special guest Jackie Cation opening for us, and Jen Saunderson hosting one of the last shows she'll perform before giving birth. So check that out. We had a big influx of tickets in the last 24 hours, so it's going to be a banger. It's going to be a fun energy. We obviously feed off of the more people that are there, so it's going to be a really good one. And Blair Ramani podcast just dropped on Last Week on Earth. Check that out at Ben Glebe. That's it. Bye.
Perfect.
Great. Cool.
Steve.
Check out my Nowhere dates coming up. I have 2 this month, and also my live shows from May. They're all on my calendar at stevehofstetter.com.
Very cool. Anything catch up on, Rach, before we get the audience out of here?
We had Corn Black sent $50 and said, thank you for all the Excel humor. I'm not working on a spreadsheet today, but half the time I tune in, that's exactly what I'm doing.
Nice.
And then last one is, let me get myself on camera. Razor sent us this GIF.
That's actually a real-time GIF of Ben vacuuming the stairs.
Hey, it's Taco Tuesday. I do what I got to do. You know what I mean?
Well, it's Saturday, but that's okay. Anyway, audience, thanks so much for being here. We appreciate you guys, especially the new ones. Thanks for being here. We'll hope to see you again soon. Tuesday is our 1-year anniversary special. I cannot believe we've been doing this for a whole year. It was the 15th. I went to Steve's house. We did a 20-minute thing of this. We called Ben. We said, let's make this happen. 1 year ago. I'm just thinking about all the stuff that was happening a year ago. So anyway, thank you, audience. We will see you Tuesday for that show. Rach, anything you want to say before you get out of here?
Yeah, so I do want to mention that, so it's March 13th, right? And this was actually, not to end on a note like this, but I think it's needs to be said. So today is March 13th, which is the 1 year anniversary of Breonna Taylor's murder. And we did have Dana send at the beginning of the show, she tipped the show $200 and said she wanted to do it in memory of Breonna Taylor and to rest in power. So thank you so much, Dana.
Thank you, Dana.
Very cool. Thank you, Dana.
Thanks,
Yeah.
Dana. That's cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. And if I can just, comment based on that, obviously there's always going to be injustice in the world. Hopefully we're evolving towards a world that has less and less of that because we stand up for things that matter. And the only way you can do it is if you also have the ability to release some tension throughout all the craziness. And that's what we try to do, is we try to release tension and laugh like crazy so we can do whatever matters to us in the other hours of the day. And so it's so good to remember both and try to do both.
Yeah. Couldn't agree more.
Very cool. And also, I would say this, the slogan for her was "Say her name," which I like. And now that the dickhead's gone from office, I think we don't ever say his name again. How much would that piss him off? So I like, don't say his name. I'm never saying his name again. I'm throwing that right.
People have been referring to him as the former guy, and I like that a lot.
Yeah. Really? I like that. Yeah. The former guy. Okay.
Yeah, you could say it about him or a bad ex-husband. Either work.
Don't know if he was ever a guy, technically, by the definition of words, but I like it as like a pejorative.
Yeah.
Anyway, Rachel.
Can I still do the impression occasionally, though?
Yeah, if you want. Just don't say his name.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all I'm saying. And by the way, you guys can say his name.
I'm just saying,
I've decided
not to say
his name anymore. That's all I'm saying. Anyway, Rach, we will see you Tuesday for the 1 year.
Right, I'll see you guys Tuesday for the 100th episode. Get your front row tickets because we've got some stuff planned.
100th episode?
1 year.
What did I say?
100th episode.
That was 8 months ago.
I'm sleepy.
We've been in a pandemic for a year.
Today is my 1 year lockdown. I had a party, maybe a little slight party a year ago last night.
Wow, a year lockdown, only having vacations at multiple beach homes in Mexico for 2 weeks and all of that stuff. It's gonna be tough.
Goodbye. Fuck you, Ben.
I come from a guy who takes a COVID test every day so he can go to the beach. Anyway, we'll see you guys Tuesday for our show. I'm excited.
Yeah, I gotta say, and building off of what Ben said before, the fact that we are about to celebrate our year anniversary of this is both the coolest thing and the worst thing, depending on how you look at it. So the fact that we have had opportunity to do this show is awful, but the fact that we've been able to and make the best of it has been great. And so thank you guys for being with us through everything that we've gone through this year. And we'll see you on Tuesday for a hell of a celebration.
100%. It's been such a crazy journey, and I think I do know definitively this show has been the worst thing. And I spell that W-U-R-S-T because that's Bowers, baby, and I'm the worst champion. Let's do it again. See y'all on Tuesday or some shit. Goodbye.